And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are talking all the news coming out of the F1 movie premiere. Well, who was there? And the reviews are now in. Is the F1 movie any good? Don't worry, no spoilers here. We haven't seen it, but we're certainly looking at the reviews to see what people think. Is it going to be a flop? Is it going to be a disaster? Or is it going to be a tremendous blockbuster summer success? I'm hoping the latter. We've got our fingers crossed. So this was some of the drivers that attended the F1 movie. I mean, as you can see there, Mr. Behrman, you've got Charles Leclerc, you have Yuki Tsunoda in an oversized suit, but to be fair, I think only Yuki Tsunoda amongst that bunch can probably get away with it. You've got Nico Hulkenberg, Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, he's quite tall, isn't he? So is Oliver Behrman. Liam Lawson looking fairly flash. I mean, all of them look really good, to be fair. Could I pull anything like that off? Probably not, if I'm honest. But there we go. Moving on. That's George Russell. He wasn't... Oh, wait a minute. George Russell's not in that picture, is he? No. Not all the F1 drivers went. As we mentioned, Max Verstappen, he preferred to go testing, I think, around the Nürburgring or somewhere. Fair enough. But there is George Russell at the F1 movie premiere. It's weird to see all the drivers at a film premiere, isn't it? But weird in a good way. Here's Lewis Hamilton with an absolutely fantastic brooch. I imagine that's probably more than most of us earn in a year in terms of how much that cost. This was really cool though. This was the walk down, the red carpet in a way. It's the grid. It's the grid of the Formula One cars. Yes, I imagine most of it's replicas, but we've got the Apex GP car there as well, looking chef's kiss. I mean, I'm so jealous to anyone. So this is Lando Norris's dad on the left, and on the right is a fan, otherwise known as Brad Pitt. Brilliant. And they're both smiling. Yeah. Next up, we have Toto Wolff with his daughter. I don't know if Susie Wolff was there, but there we go. But that's the people that were there. There are other people there, obviously, at the premiere. The drivers had already seen it incidentally at Monaco. And then they had, obviously, another screening. So the first of the reviews we're looking at, I looked at Twitter, I looked at some of the reviews, we'll be looking at Rotten Tomatoes, etc. So a guy called David, F1 is a perfectly enjoyable movie, time at the movies. See it big and loud. I imagine a lot of people are recommending seeing it at the IMAX if you can, albeit that's quite expensive. Just go to your local, Cineplex, whatever, View. We've got here the VUE in the UK, and down on Relive, it's literally £5 to get in. It's absolutely amazing. But anyway, Joseph Kudinsky never quite figures out a dynamic way to shoot Formula 1 races, though, and so the whole thing can't help but fall short of the spectacle it promises. Oh, I thought that was going to be a positive bit there. Now, talking about slightly negatives, this is F1 movie reviews are in, and some of them aren't as positive as one would think. Okay, here we go. Kevin Maher from The Times. There's an unashamedly enthusiastic cross-promotional quality to the film, like a 2.5-hour F1 doc commercial that never quite gels. Okay, in its hooray central story. And another one, an incredibly sterile film about... volatility. It's so manly it can barely perform. Oh, we like manly though. It's a manly sport. Yes, females are allowed in as well, but when you think Formula One, it's obviously all the drivers are guys still. I can't wait, bear in mind, for a female driver to be there, but they're still all guys. So another one, Claire Luffrey from The Independent. Whilst Joseph Kudinsky and cinematographer Claudio Miranda can certainly shoot stars as well as they can planes, it's going to be a burn in a minute, F1 represents the spiritually bone-dry abrasive inverse to all of Maverick's giddy pleasures. Why do they have to be so fancy with their word? Original score 2 out of 5. Okay, they didn't have scores at the bottom. Yeah, 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5! What's going on? Nicholas Barber from the BBC. While Top Gun Maverick was a masterpiece that pulled viewers into events in and out of the cockpit, F1 is simply a competently assembled collection of underdog sports drama cliches. It never convinces you that its protagonists are human beings. Huh? I mean, the trailer kind of does. 2 out of 5 from the BBC as well. The only reason they're comparing it to Top Gun is because obviously it has the same director, otherwise they wouldn't be. And I think it's wrong. This is a Formula 1 film based on a real sport. Top Gun is, albeit, yes, using real planes, absolutely it is fictional. Okay, yes, the story's fictional, but I think the sport in Formula 1 is arguably more grounded than what you could potentially do on planes and the mission they have in Maverick. And I think Maverick is absolutely fantastic, don't get me wrong. I think it's really unfair that you're comparing it to a completely different film. I mean, that's like comparing something like Lord of the Rings to, I don't know, Rush or something. It's just, no, it's weird. Both of them are amazing, by the way. So, someone's put, I can't remember the last time I've had this much fun at the movies. F1 Movie is everything I needed from a summer blockbuster. Mwah, well done, that guy. Yeah, it says here, I don't know if you can see it, with the F1 Movie, Joseph Kosinski once again delivers the summer's ultimate blockbuster. Our Downsley favourite movie is about to drop. With sharp, immersive camera work, it says he makes us feel like we're right in the middle of the action. With Hayes and Pierce, the camera placement during the Grand Prix scenes is pitch perfect, capturing the energy and angles of a real broadcast, but this time it's on the biggest screen you could ask for. The things I would give to watch races in the IMAX every Sunday. Amen. Runtime, it's 2 hours 36 minutes. That is quite a long time. I'm probably going to have to go to the toilet at some point. Another one, Joseph Kosinski's F1 Movie hits the gas and doesn't stop. This is from Eric Davis. Races are epic. The sound design, editing, cinematography, I said cinematography, performances, and music are all top notch. You definitely feel shades of Top Gun Maverick in that it plays like an old school summer blockbuster. What a ride! Now, when we look at Rotten Tomatoes, this is Thursday even, the 19th of June at 2023, so nearly 10:30. It has a 87% tomato meter. It is certified fresh. And, I mean, the story, we don't need to, dubbed the greatest there never was. Sonny Hayes was Formula One's most promising phenom of the 90s until an accident on the track nearly ended his career. 30 years later, he's a racer for hire when he's approached by former teammate Ruben Cervantes over a struggling Formula One team that's on the verge of collapse. Ruben convinces Sonny to come out to Formula One for one last shot. Nice, okay. And top critic, switch off your brain. F1 will overwhelm your senses with spectacle, sonics, and just enough human drama to hold it together. Nice. Another guy, Johnny from the New York Post. The races look real, breathtaking, and are edited like a bat out of hell. Most importantly, the viewer fully believes Pitt and Idris are actually driving these cars. I mean, they were. I'm sure Brad Pitt, they were. Another one saying a fine-tuned machine of a movie. This is from Associated Press, Jake Coyle. In its most riveting racing scenes. Nice. Grace Randolph from Beyond the Trailer. I subscribed to her on YouTube. It seems Brad Pitt wanted his own Top Gun Maverick, and he got one, using much of the same behind-the-camera talent. A cinematic work of art with everyone is at the top of their game, especially director Kosinski and Hans Zimmer. Oh, Hans Zimmer. A must-see in IMAX. And last couple, it's fun, thrilling, and a perfect summer blockbuster. From the Mary Sue and Nerdist, this movie makes you feel as though you're travelling the world with a real Formula One operation. Brilliant. I mean, we don't need to read all of them, but it seems to be overall, the reviews seem to be overall positive with a 87% tomato meter. So I'm looking forward to it. We will review the film next year. I am watching next week. I am watching it next week. So there we go. Fingers crossed. Anyway, if you made it to the end, give us a subscribe, comment below. You may well have seen it before. Let me know what you think. If you have seen the film, or are you going to the film? We most certainly are sometime next week. But until then, there'll be other videos. I mean, we've got the touring car this weekend. I'm currently trying to do a top 10 motorsport movies of all time. Obviously, it's not going to have this one in because we haven't watched it, but where will F1 fit in? Who knows? So, we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much for watching, but above all else, stay safe.